Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to Fladge Rants Live. Today we're discussing problems. In a continuation of our Halloween lead up, we're going to be having grisly stories of the macabre. But I've got a little housekeeping to attend to. The guys have some big issue with my double standard of not swearing but still saying inappropriate stuff on a constant basis. But we fixed it with artificial intelligence that does my swearing for me.
Here we go. Shit,
Now,
piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Is that enough? Or shall I go on? Faggot, 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 faggot. Wait. Go faggot, jabber, faggot, faggot.
Jabber makes me laugh every time.
the jabbers in there. Now, there are I rip on organized religion a lot, and for good reason. Here's what I do enjoy about organized religion. I like the music, I like the architecture, and I like Christian morality. I am a fan of Christian morality. Here's what I don't like about Christian morality. If you're doing something to get paradise or avoid hell, that isn't a moral act. That is trying to save your ass. That's not moral. Morality is what you do when you don't think anyone's watching, not when you think a magical sky person is constantly watching you, keeping a book on what you're doing, and you're facing Judgment Day. I've got more rant. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh, I was muted, but I said thank God when you said you had more rant because I thought you were coming to a close.
No.
Great show. Best show ever.
Well, we're coming off of less than 200 views.
Why don't you talk about how...
Yeah, let's start with,
where were you for all the clamoring audience?
Let's start with the Mount Rushmore problem.
I slept in! Yay!
That's a problem.
Mount Rushmore problems. Money, time, tardiness. Definitely tardiness. Definitely tardiness. Definitely repeating myself.
Truancy.
Truancy? Don't you have to be a child to be truant? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot who I was talking to.
I am a giant child. I'm wearing my jammy pants, and I don't even have a collar on today.
Your wife left you off the let you off the leash?
Yeah, he stole my...
I beat you to it.
Beat me to it. Is it a shock collar? Or did
no,
she...
the shock collar's on his balls.
Handy.
Traded
yeah, it's on his balls.
Is there a button?
Here's the thing with problems.
I think there is.
I left an equation in the comments, and if you solve it, you get the episode number.
Didn't you just give it away?
Yeah, I think I just solved it. I didn't even look at it, and I think I just solved it.
Yeah, see? I was just helping.
We appreciate that.
But
it's backwards.
But I'm gonna do some more helping. 22 is the answer, by the way, and the reason we're doing problems today is because Catch 22 is a allegedly, supposedly unsolvable problem. I'm looking for Deus Ex Machina, which actually literally translates to God inside the machine. And there is a lot of
God references for somebody who's not very religious.
What time is it? It's 5 minutes 30 seconds in. I missed part of the rant. Was religion mentioned earlier? It was, wasn't it? I missed it. Admit it.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Christian morality.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
I think we should be good people. I'm sure I've said this before. I want to make the world a better place because I live in the world, and I want the world that I live in to be a better place for me.
Wait.
So that's...
Time out.
I think it is appalling that we have to have laws that say don't kill, don't steal, because why would you do that in the community in which you live?
So the world will be a better place if we can do it both just because and maybe because there's a higher power. So if you truly say that you want the world to be a better place, then you have to accept both. Whatever it takes for somebody to be a better person should be a positive plus.
I agree that we need it. I think it's appalling that we do.
So then, but appalling is more of an attack. So if their only choice is to follow a higher power and live a good life or not, see how I work that in, what would you choose? Would you just out of spite, out of atheism, would you say or not? Then I understand there's small.
I would never say or not, because that doesn't add anything to the conversation.
They're small little people, and I understand that you judge them because they can't do it just for the sake of doing it, that they need some silly mystical reason to do it. I get that completely and wholeheartedly, but it still makes the world a better place. So I don't accept it.
Gary's going to be on his deathbed and he's going to be surrendering to Jesus.
If you had your true wish of atheistic crusades, half the people might join you and be all good and light for the sake of light, but the other half may just be like, well, then there's no purpose, no reason, just kill everything, just all negative, all dark. So
okay,
whatever.
Say you do get your morality from the Bible. Okay. Now, the Bible, let's see, it tells you how to treat your slaves. It says that homosexuality is an abomination, and those people should be stoned to death.
You haven't lost.
And we know that
we were confused on that. No.
We know that those things aren't true, so we dismiss those items and we cherry pick the things that we really think are true from the Holy Scripture. Why don't we just use the judgments that we're applying to cherry pick the morality that we do like?
You're being kind of a fuckface already. Sorry, Brady already his hand up, but I'm going to interrupt like fuck it. Like the 10 Commandments. Okay. The 10 Commandments did not go, oh, put this in the Bible. Like there's a completely different time, a completely different era of all of. So you're talking about the 10 Commandments, which are some of the oldest shit that's in the Bible, but you're conflating it with years of history as if like, oh, all this gay stuff was in the 10 Commandments. Like it's so totally separated by thousands of years.
Graven images were in the 10 Commandments. Why in the hell would it be against the rules, the big rules, to create a graven image?
What is a graven image?
Big golden idol for no reason that's supposed to replace a god. So on the mystical, I'll say mystical instead of religious to cater to you. On the mystical side of it, it's kind of like holy or whatever power. But on the practical side, if I was a leader, I wouldn't want them to waste resource. There's a practical reason why you don't want to make a big giant. Most art to me is a waste of resource. I know it's beautiful and it enlightens and helps people's feelings and stuff, but if you can't eat because you're making all your corn into a statue, so to speak, then you might want to make a law against it.
But if I could make the Big 10 list of important rules that would make, say, the Catholic Church a better place, I would replace the graven images one with don't touch children inappropriately. And then, bam, I just already made the 10 Commandments better.
Okay, I'm just dumb. You guys already know that, but what do you mean this graven image? There's a commandment that is no graven images? You can't make a large...
Yeah.
Thou shalt have no gods, is all that's saying. Yeah,
thou shalt have no gods before me. But it could also be figuratively. It could be don't put money in front of me. Don't put humanity in front of me. Don't put yourself in front of me.
Yeah, I was almost going to mention that from the get-go because in freaking the 12 steps of
but in the
alcoholism...
Bible, they literally represented it with a golden calf with Moses. He came down and they had pulled all their jewelry together and made a big giant golden calf, and they were worshiping that because Moses took a few days too long and they had given up on him. I know Moses didn't exist, so
with alcohol rehab. Yeah, right. Yeah.
There was no historical Moses because there was no historical Moses.
There's a lineage of
it has nothing to do with my existence. I do exist. Moses did not exist.
I like that. I say that all the time in arguments. Good things your feelings doesn't change the facts.
Right. Thank you. So I was going to say the 12-step program with alcoholism, they want you to submit to a higher power. Typically, they push you towards God, but they're like, if it's a crayon that's laying on the floor, they don't care. So that's kind of what Brady was saying with, don't worship something more. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't say anything.
It does.
A lot of organized religions were created for controlling the herds.
And they were also created to take power away from kings.
Yeah, but like, look at the difference between the frickin' colonists who were religious bound and the Native Americans that people don't like to admit, but they were murderous savages that killed each other and did all kinds of fucked up shit. So we came over with morality. They never had morality. Or if they did, it was amongst themselves or tribes that they knew they could trust, but I still don't think they could ever trust each other. But you have that difference. That
they didn't even have a word for steal property.
Well, actually, supposedly when they first came over, the Indians were convinced that the Native Americans actually came from space, and they were like, "No, we came from across the ocean." They're like, "Up there," and they're like, "No, dipshits." Not to go alien, not to go alien on this religion journey.
We got to start keeping track of that. Here he goes, negative religion. 5 minutes in, Jor goes aliens. 12 minutes in. We got it.
Yeah, go team.
I just don't believe anything instantly from the beginning.
I'll smoke to that.
Which is so weird and ironic that I have faith in
I got
something.
a drink.
How can I have faith in something if I'm skeptical of everything?
I mean, this weird place exists, and it's a miracle that it does. So that right there should tell you, I don't know, there's some type of intelligent design. There's laws that govern our world. So that tells you there's some type of intelligent design, whether it's a simulation theory. Shout out to a previous episode. We also do that.
Drink.
Every episode.
Oh.
Well, when our episodes are pretty generalized, they definitely can connect. Problems are. Wait, are we talking about problems?
We're about to.
I mean, it's all problems.
I've got a big problem with Dror using intelligent design argument. Oh dear, that is bad.
What's wrong with that?
I don't think I like just woke up.
Are you talking to look at the beauty of nature? This has to be designed.
I was literally just driving down the road high as fuck, thinking the other day, and I was just thinking about, again, I mentioned in previous episodes how if you're in the industry of manufacturing of any sort, this is all pistoning. We create pistons and hydraulics based on the human body and how it operates, or is that just an inherent thing that has to happen based on a plan? Or is that just our physics of our world and us operating within them? I mean, what it's almost like we are an organic robot, and I've said that before, but we're built as there's pumps in us. There's pumps in us. There's fluid. It gets rotated. There's fluid that gets rotated and moved about. If we don't maintain ourselves, we don't last as long. If we maintain, we can have replacement parts.
We're definitely a machine.
We are a machine. We're an organic machine. So is that just happenstance of evolution, or is there something intelligent there? Regardless, I would say the happenstance of evolution
very stupid question.
is intelligent, but the happenstance of evolution is itself intelligent. So
what if you were to take a handful of tacks, throw them out on your front lawn 1 million times? Do you think any one of those 1 million times they would create a civilization?
Give it 4.6 billion years. It may.
It may, I suppose.
No.
Yeah, because the metal may create, because it's going to heat up and cool off different than the environment around it. So it's going to create more moisture. That moisture then is going to potentially fester bacteria. That bacteria then is going to grow into potential organisms. So yes, 100%. Go fuck yourself.
Where did the rules come from?
I love Dror.
Why does water flow?
Oh, I'm heated today.
All those
because of gravity.
rules.
But if you talk about flat Earth, it's a different story.
Where did our physical rules come from?
The area in which we're sitting. I don't know. There's different physics on different planets. Going to the moon landing, the physics on the moon.
No.
On the moon actually have changed from moon landing to moon landing. If you look closely, they jump different. You. Not to go moon landing, but that's another repetitive topic on this motherfucker.
I have some problems.
Dear Lord.
So can we?
Dror's giving me too much stupid to unpack.
Wow.
I know you're dumbfounded.
I'm just going to
You're
charge
dumbfounded
ahead
by my
with
dumbfoundedness.
problems.
Yeah, go back.
Okay. This all started with the trolley problem. Now, here's my problem with the trolley problem. It's not realistic because there aren't hard and fast rules, and the consequences might not be clear. I could fix the trolley problem. Well, let's start with the trolley problem. So you got out of control trolley on the tracks, 5 people that instead of saying it will kill 5 people, it most likely will kill 5 people. And that fixes my first problem with the trolley problem. But you were standing right next to a switch, which would divert it to another set of tracks that there's only one person that you most likely will kill. And the moral dilemma is, do you pull the switch? Pulling the switch means you are actively killing one person. But by doing so, you're saving 5. And with the way that trolley problem is presented, it is clear that you should pull the switch and do the greater good or the lesser evil. So they adjusted the trolley problem. A lady named Foote actually popularized it, and another lady, psychologist or philosopher, came up with it originally. And it wasn't presented in a vacuum. It was presented together with the same deal. 5 people are on the tracks. The trolley's out of control. You're on a bridge above the trolley, and all you have to do is push a heavy set person off of the bridge. So you're still killing one person, but more actively doing so. You're physically pushing them off the bridge, but to stop the trolley from hitting the people. My problem with this is there's no guarantee that stops the trolley. But in the problem, it says you do. So there's no, in real life, black and whites really don't exist, but you've got a greater possibility of slowing down the trolley if you do push the person off. But most people won't do that. Some people won't even pull the switch. Then the third option given in the original, I don't remember her first name, but Foote was her last name. And she said, okay, so you're the world's greatest doctor. You've got 5 patients. They all need different organ replacements to survive. A healthy patient walks in for their annual checkup, happens to be a match for all 5 organs, but you have to kill this healthy person to save the 5. And that's pretty obviously the wrong course of action. But it's still the same math. You kill one person to save 5, but killing that one innocent person to save those 5 people doesn't appear to be the same moral dilemma as the trolley problem. So you guys are aware of the trolley problem? Have any issues with my solutions to each of them? You do pull the switch. You don't push the guy. You don't kill the healthy person, right?
I understand the concept. I've never heard trolley problem. If you brought that up to me, I wouldn't know what the fuck it meant. But explaining it, it's like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. But the trolley problem may exist in our near future when we get AI-driven cars. There may be computer learning technology that needs to make that type of decision. Do I kill the family of 5 or do I kill the guy driving by himself? Which is quite interesting because that could potentially be something that happens. What was the second thing that you mentioned? I forgot. I had one thing based off of that as well.
The doctor saving 5 patients.
Oh, yes. And then when it comes to being an organ donor, there could be a chance where you're sort of clinging to life and you could maybe save 10 people on the backside if they just kind of sort of let you die. So they may, not be in a rush to get you somewhere because they know, what, it's probably not going to happen maybe anyway. So they may just let you die to save 10 other people. That's a possibility.
Yeah. Or just euthanized for, just to put you out of your misery. If you're, like, say, born left-handed or a ginger.
Is there a way you can make the train hit everyone? That's just solves the dilemma completely. In all fairness.
In front of it.
Remember Sam Malone from Cheers?
Yeah.
I think his name was Ted Danson. big star in The Good Place. When presented, his character from The Good Place was presented the trolley problem. He drew a picture of a guy on the trolley driving over the 5 people, but he put a sword on the end of a long stick and chopped off the head of the 6th person. He said, "Did I get it right?"
Yeah, yeah, everybody, kill them all. Uh-oh, wait.
Yep, kill them all. Fladge Rants, breaking news.
As one person has been hit and killed by the trolley in Old Town.
The tracks closed on one side at this hour, causing some issues for those riding the trolley tonight. Let's get it right out to our Kasha Gogorchik. She is live at the scene, just arrived there, and is gathering information for us. Kasha, what have you learned?
This is pretty sad.
And Kathleen and Andrew,
pretty horrible.
Police can confirm to us this evening.
No, it's not. It's kind of funny because it didn't happen to us.
Here on the tracks, it happened around 3:30 here.
Oh, it was a suicide, so it's good news.
Like,
you got what you wanted.
Looks like they decided to just hit the one person. Oh, we lost Gary.
So I mean, when they say trolley, is that literally a trolley, like a city like San Francisco, like?
So I think
like
originally,
it's not a train, right?
It's a philosophical question. So they probably said train at first, and somebody said, well, the train's too big, it would just, you can't get out of the way in time, so they shrunk it down to a trolley and made it more realistically. I've heard all kinds of, you can say car, you can say people are rolling down the hill. You just have to say, do you say one? If you can only say 1 or 5, everyone's supposed to say 1, but then you're like, well, so you don't care, I mean, say 5, so you don't care about humanity. What about that one?
You can't save them both. What are you gonna do?
You gave me the option. Yeah, obviously. What kind of a psycho would kill 5 people instead of 1?
I mean, right. So you could literally change the concept and just say, hey, if you're on the top of a mountain and the exact same distance to the left is a family of 5 that you could save by grabbing their rope that's slipping down, or one person that you could grab, and you would go for the
So
5,
here's my problem with ethics and dilemma, though. Obviously, when it's a simple math problem like 1 to 5, everybody is supposed to pick the right answer. But now change it. What if the one person is your wife, and it's 5 strangers?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't have a wife, but yeah, I definitely let her die.
Ethically and humanity, you should still kill the one person. But how the fuck could anybody ever do that?
Doesn't change the math.
It depends on if you got insurance and if you like her.
So unless you add a component like that, it's not even ethical. It's just like corporate rules, life rules. 1 + 1 = 2. 5 is greater than 1. What if it's you?
Oh, yes, you're tied to the tracks with the switch at your fingertips. All you have to do is divert the train to run you over, and you save the 5 people.
See, and to me, that's easier to kill me than a stranger or even my wife. Wait, I said that the wrong way.
I'm more important to me than those strangers are.
Yeah, but it's just me, and I think I'm a piece of shit, and 5 people are probably better than me in my head. Maybe that's just self-loathing. Plus,
I think in that situation, it would be tough to pull that switch. I think actually, if you were in the situation.
How could you live with yourself after the fact?
Easily.
Your cancer.
Alive?
I couldn't.
What if the person tied to the tracks?
Because I'm alive.
What if the 5 people were prison inmates on death row anyway, and the one person had the cure for cancer and hadn't shared it yet? Was about to release the cure for cancer, saving potentially millions of lives.
If the trolley is moving slow enough for you to determine the self-worth and value of each person based on the average of the single person, then okay, I accept your premise. But chances are this is going to be a split-second decision. There's no way you'd be able to know any of that.
Right. No, you got to play the numbers game. But I don't think I'd have the balls to switch it and run it over me.
I would but not somebody I love. And again,
I'm just trying to be honest.
That's easy to say when I'm not in the moment. You are correct.
Right.
Super easy.
In the moment, that changes things.
You in the moment?
I'm more of a utilitarian ethicist. Now, before Immanuel Kant came along, and came up with the.
Gary just said he was a tool. In case anybody didn't catch that.
Yeah, Kunt.
He comes from tool rack.
Immanuel Kant or Gary?
Toolbox, tool shelf.
Who's the tool?
Utility. He's a utilitarian.
Oh, I get it.
Somebody who doesn't believe.
Also known as a consequentialist.
I'm going to get punched in the face.
Right.
for calling you a tool. That's a consequence, right? I'm following. Sorry, you're.
Yeah, see?
Is it hard
Exactly.
to talk with somebody talking over you? Plus, there's a tiny bit of a.
No, not at all.
Well,
I enjoy it.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't talking.
No, it wasn't.
It could be if I was
There
retarded.
it is. Kant came along and said there are hard and fast rules that you
Cock
should
came
always
along, there are
obey. Never.
hardened.
Cunt came along. What did you
Cock
say?
came along and said they're hardened. I thought you said you could talk over me. You suck.
Oh no, this is great. This is quality content right here. That you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't kill, like in all circumstances. That changes the answer to the trolley problem, by the way. If you don't pull the switch, you're not culpable. You didn't kill anybody. You allowed it to happen, but if you pull the switch, you're killing someone. Kant's answer for the trolley problem is inaction.
Seinfeld reference.
Oh, got a drink.
Final episode.
I didn't realize the train was moving toward the five people, the one person. I thought it was a switch.
5.
I thought you had to take action either way.
No.
Never considered the no culpability choice. See,
There you go.
I make a
I was
living
trying to-
off of everything is my fault. I never blame my clients for being stupid on their computers. It's always my fault because I didn't tell them ahead of time. Made a career off of that
Right.
philosophy. So I don't like the no culpability. I teach my kids, even when you're not, if you act responsible for everything and take accountability for yourself, you will live a better life in the long run. Even when you're not 0% responsible, still just take responsibility for it. Somebody needs to take ownership for everything. Fix it.
Yeah.
Selfishly selfish.
Especially like
it's unselfish.
if you fuck something
Selfless.
up, it's fucked up regardless. And if it needs to get fixed, you might as well just say, hey, something's fucked up.
Yeah.
Accidents happen. People are fallible. It's okay. I'm just very disappointed I got 0 pot from Brady on my Seinfeld reference. Because the final episode, they actually watched a crime happen and got in trouble for it because
the Good Samaritan law. Yeah.
correct, yes. So
I'm doing too
Gary's
much
wrong.
spinning. I'm spinning plates.
we-
So sometimes I miss a lot until I rewatch the show. Which
Can we get the Gary drop?
Right.
Because Gary was wrong.
You were right. I was wrong. I
Nope.
apologize.
No problem. I accept your
Are you
apology,
sure?
Gary.
I heard you.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. So I'm still a utilitarian consequentialist. Oh, there I am. Oh, yeah. Show me blackface. This is completely appropriate.
It's not.
Well,
black.
it's not like you
What?
did it.
Oh,
AI
shit. That's
blackface.
the
AI
wrong
is
tab.
racist.
I'm glad I didn't put that on live. I hit the wrong tab. Where is it? Here it is. That's the one.
Should we drop YouTube for this?
Oh, good call.
Yeah, I was going to reference that, but I wasn't sure when.
Good
That's not my call. That's
Oh,
not.
it is?
That's
It
above
is?
my pay grade.
Sometimes I need help with that.
It's above my pay grade.
There's an ant crawling on my drink.
I won't drink that much.
Should I eat it?